Small. Karim, welcome to the show.
Thank you. Very happy to be here.
Now, your film, Motel Destino, sees a young man, Geraldo, as we saw, seek refuge at a love hotel.
And you will never be seen. You go into a private garage, you close the door, nobody sees your car, and then you go out. When you think of the plot of particularly Anwar.
Anonymity. Well, let's take a look at the film. Here's a short clip featuring two of the central trio, Elias and Geraldo. So we see the coast of Ceará, your home state in the northeast of Brazil. You filmed there before in 2014 for Futuro Beach.
Yeah.
People are quite interested in the big cities in the south of Brazil, and there's almost something a bit bleak about these empty landscapes. Do you think that is a reflection of the social reality there?
Yeah, I think it is. I think in a sense...
Look back at your previous fiction films, there have often been elements of toxic masculinity, whether it's in Tudor England, in Firebrand, or 1950s Brazil in Invisible Life.
Yeah.
And now in the...
a monster, really. And then with Motel Destino, it's a more nuanced male character. So I became very curious.
Violence that has sadly become a feature of life in some parts of Brazil, whether it's armed robbery or domestic violence.
Yeah.
What would you say the root of that violence is, and is there a way out of it?
Listen, I think the root of that violence, I think for me, I see it in two ways. I think it's the concentration of wealth, and I think that's happening a lot around the world. I think that's arena of conflict. And that for me was fascinating because, again, it's shot in these beautiful beaches and in this wonderful place. But I do think that, you know, a lot of the public spaces in Brazil are still tinted with the undoing of what has been done, you know, for so many years.
And I mentioned a few of your previous films, very eclectic mix. You've got a historical film set in Rio, a very personal, slightly political documentary which takes you... Finally, we asked you what's on your cultural radar. You pointed us in the direction of an exhibition which is on in Berlin, where you live, by legendary photographer Nan Goldin. What is it that you love about her photos?
Listen, I was blown away that she presents the work sometime. It's a slideshow, you know, and for me, it's the purest form of cinema. It's like storytelling with like still frames. And I was really fascinated once on a show of
that exhibition, Nan Goldin, This Will Not End Well, at the Stedelijk Museum in Berlin. Do remember to check in with us here on ARTS24 next time for more arts and culture. There's more news coming up just after this.